It's a nice lead now.
Curry kicks to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. To the paint, here's Chandler. Powered down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Curry kicks to Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Inside, it's stolen by Green. Iguodala outside. Here's Thompson, and he dunks it down.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against Miami.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
Outside Curry. The pass to Thompson. And Davis sends it back. But they'll get another chance. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. Outside for Curry. Launches it. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light is officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Lillard attacking. Chandler right side. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Lillard with the block.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Plumlee. The Warriors pull it in. Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense. And that's why teams can just still want him even late in his career. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Curry. Green dishes to Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Curry's got 7 points.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
6 seconds left to play in the third. Lillard from outside. The shot will not go. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. The Warriors on top, they lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
Let's take them back.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Portland trailing here. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Davis is out there with Chris Kaman. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Trailblazers shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here is Lillard. To the middle. And finished off by Kaman. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Timeout called the Warriors.
How about the nickname for Chris Kaman? Air Sasquatch. I mean, he's got that stenciled in his shoes. A nickname he earned back when he wore his hair long. He has clearly embraced it.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. Klay Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. You just tell me, Chris, Kaman Clark is an outdoorsman, likes to go hunting. He's got kind of a quirky streak about him.
Yeah, he's a bit unique, a little different, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, he's kind of a fan of blowing things up during his spare time.
Like what?
I couldn't tell you that.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it. Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's McCollum. Takes a big height bouncing, goes in. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. It's Curry with the drive. A one near Iguodala as he lets it go. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Kaman passes to Lillard. Jefferson with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And finished off by Kaman.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Another different look now for Portland. Chandler comes in for Chris Kaman, and it's Aminu in for Corey Jefferson. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Curry kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. Here's McCollum. Look at that jam. Just beautiful. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
It's Curry with the drive. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Clock at 4. And again, no good by Golden State.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
.143 left here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Outside, Green. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Lillard outside. And the pass to McCollum. Feeds to Chandler. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard dishes to Chandler. And he gets it to go. Chandler's got 10 points in just the second half.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Curry attacking. Chandler with the defensive effort.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Davis. Yes!
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
And Lillard kicks to Davis. Pass to Aminu. The 3 from McCollum. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
And again, no good by Golden State.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
And even that might not be enough.
Greg, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Poked loose. Barnes passes to Barbosa. Here's Livingston. Offensive rebound. Here's McAdoo to end the run. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And both free throws good for McAdoo. Soft touch off the glass.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Congratulations, Damian, on a nice...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never...
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure